All right, there's something I want to talk about today. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are listening from. This is still Sound Harmony TV. Today, I want to talk about the civil servants. Now that you have chosen a career in the civil service, there's something I need to tell you. It is true that a lot of persons believe that salary earners don't make a lot of money, but there is a way you can still do it and make money. Why being too relaxed? Some of us will go to the office, we sit down, we gossip, we talk about illicit things, talk about things that are not relevant. That time you are using to talk would have been enough for you to kind of use your brain to brainstorm and think out something positive for yourself. That's number one. There are a lot of times a good number of us will go about taking loans from the government. Some of us will use those loans to maybe buy liabilities for ourselves. We change our cars. Sometimes we look at the things you have in the house. You want to change your chairs, your dining table. Those things are actually necessary, but there's no guarantee for your future if you continue to live like that. Taking up a loan is very fantastic, but how about when you pick this loan and of course use it to acquire an asset for yourself, like buying land, building a tenant house, building plazas? There are a lot of things that you will do with such money and it will yield in the future. Then another thing I want to talk about is some of us, your salary cannot carry you to take your children to very expensive schools, but you want to show off. So most times it is ideal that as a civil servant, learn to curtail your expenses. Take your children onwards to schools where you can afford without having to overstress and to borrow till you borrow. In fact, before your salary comes at the end of the month, you would have even spent it beforehand. Finally, remember, so many of us live a competitive life. You want to live like other persons, but you have not asked yourself, do I really know the source of income of this person I'm trying to emulate, of this person I'm trying to copy his or her lifestyle? As a civil servant, as a salary earner, learn to plan ahead of time within the range of your income. Don't live to impress Jennifer. Don't live to impress Anthony. Don't live to impress Cynthia. Live in accordance with your own plan that will suit your earnings. Else, you have yourself on the long run to blame. If you're a civil servant, you're a salary earner, take your time, plan within the confine of your earnings, and don't be extravagant in your spending. That is why you must have a diary where you jot down your expenses so that you won't go to the extreme, so that you will not end up spending excessively on things that ordinarily are not relevant. I hope you have learned something today.